All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Happy weekend. Happy Saturday. How you all doing? What's up to my people in Nigeria? What's up to all the real fam in the UK, Europe, and of course, Canada and America? You're welcome to another fantastic show. This is kind of like our normal trending news update. So if you are ready, I am super ready, people. We're going to cover a couple of things on this show. There are issues always trending. Yeah, we can never get tired of trending issues, okay? But then, as a family, it's our job right here at the Real Fam with Uncle Beno to share with you what's trending currently on social media. So on today's show, our main story is Blessing CEO and IVD. Yo! A lot is happening, my people. Blessing CEO is trending right now. Blessing CEO and IVD, they actually they were showcased on the popular podcast, The Honest Bunch. And I think their episode will premiere on Monday. But then a video showed up of Blessing CEO before she connected with IVD, where she threatened that if she is interested in any woman's husband, she's not just going to go in there and try to woo the man away from the woman, but rather, that woman gonna be 6 feet under. Yeah, you heard that right. The woman gonna be 6 feet under. And that video resurfaced. I stumbled upon it and I'm like, all right now, if this is it, then maybe we should start revisiting Blessing CEO and what she got going on with her new man, IVD. Remember, this is Uncle Beno's channel, and our aim is always to extract lesson. We are not here to drag anybody, but rather to ensure that our community are deriving the right messages from every story, one story at a time. So that's our main story. However, besides the main story, we got other story we're gonna cover in this episode. In this episode, we're gonna examine what's trending in Nigeria as well as across the world. So to start this up, we're gonna look at my own principal, my presidential candidate, Peter Obi. Yeah, today is Peter Obi's birthday. And if you are with me, y'all, I would say please join me as we wish His Excellency Peter Gregory Obi happy 64th birthday. But first off, guys, have you hit the like? All right, to get this story going on, I got my girls with me right now. I got Trendy Tosin as well as my baby girl Simbi in the studio. Ladies, how you doing? Simbi, you first. How you doing?
Uncle Beno, happy weekend, sir. I'm doing great. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Fantastic. How about you, Tosin? What's up with you, mommy?
Good evening, sir. I'm fine, sir. Good evening, real fam. Hope you're doing well. Hope your weekend is going on well.
All right. Okay. In the same vein, let us welcome our real fam to today's show. I see you, Balogun Zainab. How you doing? Simbi, you are here with me already. AJ, what's up, bro? And my sweet sister, Labelle. How are you, mama? Comrade Luke, what's up? And of course, our one and only Uncle Emeka in the building. Uncle Emeka, how are you doing today? Oh yeah, my sweet sister is also in the building. That's mom of 5. Any other mom of 5 is a counterfeit. Mercy Kendra, what's up, mama? How is Nigeria treating you? Okay, We're gonna continue to recognize our Row fam as they join the show. Today is Saturday, and of course, for us Nigerians, Saturday is always time to party. We do party after party. All right, having said that, let us get down to today's show. All right. Welcome back, everybody. So let's start the show by first off wishing my special person, His Majesty Peter Obi, a happy birthday. Peter Obi has come under a lot of attack lately. Everybody, all politicians in Nigeria, they just want to take a pound of flesh. I don't know why they're doing that, but one thing I know for sure is this. Majority of these so-called politicians, they are super envy of the personality known as Peter Obi. Why the envy? It's simple. So far, Peter Obi happens to be the only Nigerian politician with relatively no debt on his record. No record of Peter Obi embezzling public funds, no record of Peter Obi diverting public funds, and no record of him playing dirty politics like the rest of the host of politicians we have in Nigeria. And if you know what it means for a man to be a man of dignity, a man of amiable character, a man who picked up his bag and started campaigning that he want to become the president of Nigeria, and he was mocked by the APC propaganda and the rest. They mocked him. They say, "Oh, forget Peter Obi. This is just 4 people in a room that are tweeting." And like play, the 4 room in a room that were tweeting somehow became over 6 million voters. Can you beat that? Just tell me, people, can anybody beat that record? Peter Obi went down in history as one politician who said publicly that I am not giving shishi. And during his campaign, he has this popular slogan that we all come to embrace. The slogan is go and verify. So what am I hitting at here? The point I'm making is that Peter Obi has so distinguished himself, and he has been recognized by Nigerian as one man who may possibly bring about positive changes in Nigeria. Of course, this created a lot of enemy for him. A lot of people hated him for just being who he was, and ever since then, there has been all kinds of campaign of callousness against his person, and everybody tried to take swipes at him. But nonetheless, Peter Obi is not relenting. Recently, as of yesterday, a video was trending. The video of Edo State Governor who was saying he was actually threatening Peter Obi. He wasn't just sending a warning. He was threatening Peter Obi, saying Peter Obi shouldn't come to his state. If Peter Obi gonna come to his state, Peter Obi should notify him first, or else his security is not guaranteed. Sometimes I wonder where are these politicians in Nigeria made? Who created these politicians? And for your information, that Peter Ekpebono, or what's his name, Sunday or Monday Ekpebono, that is the worst governor I've ever seen in Nigeria. No decency, no education. He's a puppet. Dude just grab the mic and say whatever comes out of his mouth. We're going to come to that, but I don't want that to take away the celebration of my own presidential candidate, Peter Obi. So, ladies and gentlemen, help me congratulate Peter Obi, wish him a fantastic happy birthday, even though he will never get to see this video, but yet let us play our own part by celebrating this incredible man. I see you, my sister Abby, the troublemaker. What's up, mama? How you doing, Abby? the beautiful, sexy voice, Abby. And I see my Faith. Faith, the one and only. Welcome, Faith. How are you, my dear? All right, all right, all right. Please, ladies and gentlemen, help me celebrate Peter Obi. Please let me see your congratulatory message, your well-wishing message on Peter Obi. Let me see it in the chat. Simbi and Tosin, do y'all want to congratulate Peter Obi for his 64th birthday? What you gotta say? Simbi, any
Happy
message?
birthday, His
Yeah,
Excellency Peter Obi. I wish you long life. You're already prosperous, so I wish you good health
amen.
also. And I pray that your dreams come true in Jesus' mighty
Amen.
name. Simple
Amen.
prayer. This man, God has already blessed him.
Yes, so
Yeah.
Tosin, how
Love
about
you. So mine is just like a shout out to Peter Obi. Congratulations on your 64th birthday. We see all you do. We see how selfless you've been around Nigeria. We know this is not about politics. We know this is just who you are, your nature. We are saying congratulations to you. We are saying thank you for everything we do. We love you from 365 Media and Uncle Venus channel.
thank you, Mama. All right, let's go to the chat right now. Yeah, I can see the greetings coming in the chat. Thank you, Dr. Adama. How are you doing, my beautiful sister, Dr. A? Thank you very much. Yeah, Comrade Luke say happy birthday, sir. Thank you, Luke. And who else is wishing? Oh, Messi Kendra. Kendra say happy birthday, sir. Yeah, Netizen Global, happy birthday, Papa. That's a good one. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for celebrating my presidential candidate. Auntie Grace, how are you doing today, ma'am? You're welcome to the show. Then my beautiful sister Labelle. Labelle say, happy birthday, Your Excellency. Your person is well appreciated and celebrated. Oh, thank you, Sister Labelle. All right, let me quickly move on to how people are celebrating Peter Obi as it was shared by Tunde Ednot. If you're ready, I'm ready, people. So Tunde Ednot post this. Today said, today is Peter Obi's birthday. Please help me wish him a happy birthday. And he said, check out how people across the country are celebrating Peter Obi, a man loved by many. There you go. This is Peter Obi being celebrated in Earpiece. That was Peter Obi on the flight. He was flying with Earpiece, and the hair hostess gathered to celebrate him. Oh, what a nice gesture, right there.
Yes. Demonstration is about to happen now. Demonstration is about to happen now. Demonstration is about to happen right
There you see people turn out to celebrate Peter Obi en masse. And I can tell you this for free. This crowd that gathered to celebrate Peter Obi is not giving them shishi. This is more or less the reason why many of the Nigerian politicians don't like him. Peter Obi don't give money, yet people will come out, they will volunteer to do anything for Peter Obi. And that speaks volumes to his character and how he is being perceived by the people. This is why the politicians, they hate his guts. They can't stand him. Politicians will do anything to have people rally support for them, even while they ain't saying nothing. But here is Peter Obi. He does not spend any money. He didn't do nothing. Yet people roll out the drums to celebrate him. You can wonder. You can only wonder why there is so much negative publicity about him. Like I said on one of our show, people are dragging Peter Obi out of jealousy. They can't get what he got. This is one man who is not president, and yet he was accorded he's being accorded more respect than the presidents of Nigeria, both past and living. All right. Here is another celebration for Peter Obi in another state.
Medical team are carrying out outreach. You can see the medical team on board now. They are carrying out medical outreach. Federals are here. They show out to the people of Magba. Why the drugs on the way coming? Yes.
All right. Please help us get the likes up. We got 22 watching and 10 likes. Please hit the like button. This is another gathering just to celebrate Peter Obi's birthday. Wait till remain. Just tell me wait till remain, guys.
A simple man to the core. Very simple. A man that value education to the core. I talk very simple. Very simple. A very simple man.
There you have it, real fam. People are giving Peter Obi accolades. You see, they can never ever sleep well with Peter Obi out there on the street and being loved by well-meaning Nigerians. Like I continue to say it, if we have to fix Nigeria, we have to rise above tribalism and ethnicity. We have to rise above religion, bigotry. So happy birthday to Peter Obi. My brother Kene, what's up, Papa? How you doing, sir? You're welcome. Mr. Emeka say, congratulations, Mr. Peter Obi, on your birthday. Yes, Netizen Global said, yes, so he doesn't give shishi. I tell you, Peter Obi, Peter Obi don't waste money or anything. Everybody loves him. All right. In another news, real quick, let me just quickly show you one other hatred these folks got for Peter Obi. Here is Monday Ekpebono. If you don't know Monday Ekpebono is Edo State Governor. This is one guy that was single-handedly handpicked, allegedly by Comrade Adam Oshomole. Comrade Adam Oshomole made him governor, and ever since then, dude don't even know what he was doing. He didn't know his left from right. He can barely pronounce money. His heart is full of hatred. I don't blame him though, because he's a puppet. They are using him. Okay, he's a puppet. Oshomole will just say, Monday, go and say this, and that's what he will say. So here is Monday Ekpebono threatening Peter Obi. In a sane society, this wouldn't have gone, they wouldn't have taken this line low. Listen to this person threatening Peter Obi here.
The man will say no gashishi. I am sending a direct message to him. There is a new sheriff in town.
Yes.
He cannot come to Edo without telling me, because his security will never be guaranteed. Whatever happens to him when he's in Edo State, he will take it. I am serious about it. He came the other day and donated 15 million. Somebody was saying now that she should get 15 million to donate to people. By the time he left, there was crisis. 3 people died in Benin. So for that reason, tell Obi he should not come to Edo without telling me. Now we say with the grace, and now with the grace.
That right there is Monday Ekpebono, who is trying to drag Peter Obi. Can you imagine a sitting governor threatening a presidential candidate that if you come to my state, your security is not guaranteed? Did this guy even know the implication of those words he uttered? That is madness. Madness. Welcome, Adorable. How you doing, my sister? Adorable said the 15 million was donated to School of Nursing. Yeah, I heard that too. And yet, here is a governor that had no clue how he's going to govern, a governor that has to listen to Adam Oshomole's phone call before he can make a move, threatening a presidential candidate. Do you know why they were doing all that. Take note, if you listen to Very Dark Man, I think Very Dark Man published a video to that effect. Let me see if I can find Very Dark Man and show quick. Very Dark Man published a video to that effect. All the states where Peter Obi shocked them by winning the state or getting votes that are way beyond their expectation, they are now embarking on campaign to assassinate his character. Very Dark Man responded to Monday Ebolo, and that young man said a couple of valid points about the help that is going on in Edo State. Okay, let me just have you guys listen to Very Dark Man shortly. Remember, this is our trending news segment where we go through what you might have missed on social media. Here is Very Dark Man analysis
You
of
should not come to Edo without telling me. The man will say no gashishi. I am sending a direct message to him. There is a new sheriff in town. He cannot come to Edo without telling me, because his security will never be guaranteed. Whatever happens to him when he's in Edo State, he will take it. I am serious about it. He came the other day and donated 15 million. Somebody was saying, no, that she will get 15 million to donate to people. By the time he left, there was crisis. 3 people died in Benin. So for that reason, tell Obi he should not come to Edo without telling me.
All right. So first of all, on behalf of the great people of Edo State, I would like to apologize to the whole Nigerians and to Peter Obi for what the present governor of Edo State said in this video, where he clearly, first of all, let me quote him. He said he's sending a direct message to Peter Obi that his security will never be guaranteed when it comes to Edo State. He went further to say whatever happens to Obi when he's in Edo State, he will take it. And the governor said he's serious about it. This looks like a threat to tell Peter Obi that if you come to Edo State, anything will happen to you, you go use your head carry out. Definitely something might happen to him when it comes to Edo State. The governor is obviously preaching hate, and we are not like that in Edo State. So on behalf of the great people of Edo, please, Nigerians, we are begging you that we are very, very, very sorry. Now, I want you people to understand something, right? This thing is a pattern. You understand? It's a pattern. What they are doing now is the states that Peter Obi won during the presidential election, they are turning their governors to start attacking Peter Obi deliberately. First, it was the governor of Benue State. It's either Obi won the state or he was close to winning the state. So they will definitely expect more to come. Now, this one in Edo State, as you can see here in the presidential election, APC amount of votes is 144,471. Then you have PDP 89,000. You have NNPP 2,000. Then you have Labour Party 331,000. And you know Obi campaigned under Labour Party. Now, if you go to Benue State, because the governor of Benue also did something similar, you can see APC 310, PDP 130, NNPP 4,000, and LP 308. Just a close margin of barely 2,000 people. So what they are doing now, any state that showed Obi support, love, and strength, they will actually turn their governors against them or try to scare the people just in case they present Obi as the presidential candidate for the new ADC. So it is political. My people in Edo State, I'm pretty sure they are not joining them to do this. All those people wanna see for there where they make noise. Now paid actors. All those ones are paid actors. Now let me now send a message to the governor. He said you are the new sheriff in town. You are not a sheriff. If you are a sheriff, you will not talk like this. It's obvious that somebody is sending you to do whatever thing you are doing. So you cannot boldly say you are the new sheriff in town. I would say maybe you are the new, what will I say in order not to offend you now, but I still want to offend you so that you remind yourself of who you are. But you can still not remind yourself of who you are, because at the end of the day, I don't think people really voted you from the look of things. I don't think it looks like something where INEC just carry give you. So you have to actually work for your paymasters because you are not even a sheriff. So stop saying there's a new sheriff in town. Now you are talking about say Peter Obi donate 15 million. According to you, then after he left, 3 people buy. Go and see what is happening in Ebolo there. Peter Obi no donate for there. What are you doing about the people where they kidnap? What are you doing about the people where they buy for there? Recently, Army and the people of Oge, they get problem. They expected you to intervene. You didn't say anything about it. You didn't say anything about it. It's by the intervention of God. It's by the intervention of God. If not, you will just keep quiet. If not, you will just keep quiet. You went to go and show one road. Say, Obaseki not do the road. You enter inside the portable. I go see that same road again. You never still do one. 2027 is still in front. When I don't start from 2025, the campaign.
Anyway, you can go to Very Dark Man page to watch the full video. That is Very Dark Man's reaction to the nonsensical statement coming from the Edo State governor. These are coordinated attacks against the person of Peter Obi. Now, listen to me. The 2027 election started early. We've known that the APC strategy is to absorb as many governors as possible, as many politicians that want to dump their party and join the APC. The APC strategy is to take them all in so that they can have dominance across the country. And that is because the Northerners, they are no longer a fan of Mr. President. And then we also know that Atiku Abubakar, that seems to always run for the presidential seat every election cycle, has teamed up with his other can I say APC betrayers to form ADC. But this is where I'm going. Both APC and ADC, they have one common denominator, and that denominator is His Excellency Peter Obi. The reason is that the people are neither for APC or ADC, but majority of the poor masses in Nigeria, they are standing firm behind Peter Obi. Now, Peter Obi is who they have to defeat. Both APC and ADC. Peter Obi is like the princess now that they just want to win over. One thing is certain, Peter Obi will never join APC. So the APC strategy is to make sure they dismantle anything that look like a structure behind Peter Obi, to assassinate his character, to send out propaganda messages, just tarnish his image. That is the APC strategy. On the other hand, the ADC want Peter Obi to come over. They want him with all cause because ADC, their blocking block as it is right now is majorly the northern. And everybody is contesting for the east and south vote. Forget about the west vote. The west vote will be splitted between Peter Obi and Tinubu. I can guarantee you that. So APC have a problem because the west, the votes from the west is supposed to be the powerhouse for the APC. But as it is right now, my brother, ain't gonna happen. If Peter Obi venture run in 2027, they will split the western vote. Now, the east and the south is another problem. The only stronghold the APC have in the east and in the south mostly is Rivers State and maybe one or two other states. But now, we don't even know what's going to happen in the south and in the south and the southeast. Of course, I don't think majority of my eastern brothers will vote for Tinubu, except for those who might be paid, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. But then, Atiku is a wave. The Northerners are not behind Tinubu, and to be candid, I don't think the Tinubu administration is really doing a good job with the Northerners. So the Northerners may likely go with Atiku. And that still brings us back to Peter Obi. So whoever won Peter Obi, either by destroying his base, his structure, to ensure he's not going to run, or by winning him over, giving him maybe a vice presidential candidate slot, or making him their presidential flag bearer, it all matters. So, but the centerpiece of the 2027 presidential race is Peter Obi. So don't be surprised. You're going to hear a lot of things about Peter Obi as we move towards 2027. Please don't believe it. That is my take on today's political roundtable. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. But before I leave, let me take this comment from my brother Kene. Kene is another fantastic political monitor that I like his analysis and his take. So let me see if I can find Mr. Kene's thoughts. Where is it? All right. So Kene said the whole speech is about mocking Obi, from accusing him of stirring up violence that leads to death, to accusing Obi of falsehood by questioning his source of income, etc. Wasn't about tone or okay. I think Kene is responding to my sister Abby. All right, that's it on political roundtable, and thank you all for celebrating Peter Obi with me. Now let's go to our main story for the day. All right. Did anybody know who's right there on my screen right now? Can you recognize this lady? Look at the screen, please. Do you recognize this lady right here? Anybody? Simbi, you know who be this?
Boss, yes.
Who is this? Who's on the screen?
Our very own Blessing CEO now.
All right. Well, I like to call her Blessing CEO. No thanks to Eileen. Is it Eileen Monina Water baby mama, or there is this lady from either Kenya or something? Anytime the lady want to address Blessing CEO, we say Blessing CEO. And since then, that has stuck in my brain. I always call her Blessing CEO. Now, I'm going to play this video as I walk you through what this is all about. Take a listen.
For me to snatch your husband, I will put you 6 feet and collect him. Mwogi, liar. I don't drag, I don't fight for person's husband. The earth will take you and I will collect the man. I don't know how to be what I can't even be sharing man with you. I don't share men. I'm not that kind of woman that, oh, you are sleeping with me. Wait till I carry that your husband. If I want your husband, I will take him. I am that bold. I'm not all those girls that want your husband and be hiding. Me and you go battle prick. And trust me, I go bury you, collector. I mean, I know Sabi drag. I collect. I'm a collector. I dominate. Oh, Obanji. Obanji na abi. Proud Obanji. Pray I don't want what you have. Now your papa has snatched. Husband snatcher. I don't snatch husband. Instead of me to snatch your husband, I will put you 6 feet and collect him. Mwogi, liar. I don't drag, I don't fight for person's husband. The earth will take you and I will collect the man. I don't know how to be what I can't even be sharing man with you. I don't share men. I'm not that kind of woman that, oh, you are sleeping with me. Wait till I carry that your husband. If I want your husband, I will take him. I am that bold. I'm not all those girls that want your husband and be hiding. Me and you go battle prick. And trust me, I go bury you, collector. I mean, I know Sabi drag. I collect. I'm a collector. I dominate. Oh, Obanji. Obanji na abi. Proud Obanji. Pray I don't want what you have. Now your papa has snatched.
All right. I believe everybody heard that clear, right? You heard that loud and clear. She said, pray I don't want what you have. And she's sending messages to women out there. If you look at Blessing CEO face very well from my screen right now, you will know that this was way, way, way back. She was not even well put together at the time. She was just running crazy and wide. So she sent message to the sisterhood. She said, if I want your husband, I will take it. And if I'm going to take it, you're going to be 6 feet under. You will be 6 feet under, and I will snatch it. Don't try me. I'll be Ogbanji. Now, let me show you one image here, ladies and gentlemen. My dear Rufan, please hit the like. If you are just coming in, please hit the like. Okay. We have gone through all this process. We know how it works. Now, do you guys know who's on my screen right now? Anybody? If you know who's on my screen, please drop it in the chat. Simbi and Tosin, do you guys know who's on the screen? Okay, let me ask Tosin.
Absolutely, boss.
You know them? Okay, Simbi, who's on the screen?
This is IVD and Bimbo.
Good. Tosin, how about you? Who's on the screen? How about you, Tosin? Do you know who's on the screen?
I'm not seeing the screen from my end.
Okay,
But now it's still loading from my end.
Okay, no problem. Let me go to the chat and see if other people recognize them. Mom of Five, my beautiful sister, you're welcome. Simbi, start reading the comments. Let's get this done real quick.
Okay, so Mama Five is saying, I'm of the opinion that she has always been in love with IVD before Bimbo died.
Thank you. Let me start that. We're gonna come back to that. Then the next one.
The next one, Adorable Hi. She said Bimbo and IVD.
Absolutely. How about Abby? What was Abby saying?
Abby saying, I don't blame her. It's everyone that decides to just give anyone a platform.
Okay, next one.
That Mama Five is saying she was clearly among those lucky babes running after IVD then.
All right, and this one.
Kendra is just saying that's IVD.
Okay, next one.
Sister Labelle is saying IVD and Bimbo.
Next one.
Adorable is saying late Bimbo, IVD's first wife.
All right, good. Now we can tell the story. So the picture you see on the screen right now, that is IVD, and that is IVD's late wife, Bimbo. You can see Bimbo there, beautiful, smiling, and even while she was staring at IVD with her loving gaze, IVD was staring at the camera. From what I see in this picture, Bimbo seems to be very happy, and IVD seems to be unhappy. I don't know what's going on in his mind. So here is the version of the story that I heard. I really don't know much. So everybody, we're gonna do this together because this is gonna be the series that we trend in next week. All of you guys that are content creators that are watching right now, I'm giving you tips. So this story will trend next week. All through next week, it will dominate, and it might even trended all the way to the first week of next month. I will tell you why as we proceed. First off, on Monday, the Honest Bunch, we play the interview, the pre-recorded interview they had with Blessing CEO and IVD. They will premiere it on Monday. So let me show you a snippet from that. All right, before we dive deep into the story. Yeah.
She's blushing.
I love it.
As in a blessing gentle like this. That's what love does. It humbles you.
That if don't be smart, you know. They brought me down to zero. Nobody have heard from me now for 3 years. Nobody have heard from me.
This is the first time you are speaking.
I don't talk. You can ask me. I have a lot to say.
Okay, please.
All right. So you see right there, this is going to premiere on Monday. And when this premiere on Monday, heaven will let loose. Because I bet you IVD is going to speak his mind. Why Blessing CEO will also open up can of worms. And remember, something is ongoing right now. The Honest Bosch, the Honest Bosch is trying very hard to rebrand. And because they are trying to rebrand, they are bringing in people who can give them the numbers. So please take note. They are interviewing IVD and Blessing CEO for two things. I bet they paid them. IVD and Blessing CEO paid them to show up on that podcast, and I think the podcast also need them because Blessing CEO, she got her own crowd. On Instagram, she got 1.2 million followers. On Facebook and Twitter and the rest of the platform, she got so many followers. So definitely they need them, but they will trend next week. So whoever is into content creation, look into that. All right. That is really going to help you guys. Now, let's get back to the main story. Trendy Tosin, I just need you to briefly walk us through what happened first between IVD and Bimbo, and then what happened after. And more importantly, I'm interested in knowing how IVD and Bimbo how IVD and Blessing CEO started their romance. Are you here, Tosin? Tosin, you are muted. I don't know if you are in the studio already or not. Are you here?
Yes, I'm here, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you. So, can you give me the background of Bimbo and IVD? What happened between them? Because I don't know of both of them until
Okay.
was late. So, what really happened?
According to what is obtainable online, Bimbo and IVD, like they had a very good, they had a relationship right from when they were young. It was something they grew into. So eventually they got married. Then after a while, it turned into, I don't know what happened between them. Their marriage turned into a boxing ring, like violence everywhere. So domestic violence, and it when the report came online, when that incident happened, that Bimbo fight, that IVD and Bimbo frequently engaged in fight, like physical fighting, like they fought and always ended up injuring themselves. But on this day, the one certain day, I think Bimbo went to the extreme. According to what I read online, it was said that Bimbo was the one who set the house on fire. Like she locked herself and IVD in their room, in their house, and set the whole house on fire. Unfortunately for her, she died. She piped while IVD was able to escape. Now, after when that happened, there were reports online that IVD IVD was a violent man. He always beat up his wife. So, and all fingers were pointing at him that he fight Bimbo. Now, when everybody was accusing IVD, Blessing CEO came in, just like what VDM did during Mobad and Bobat's case. So she gave us another perspective. Like she was like, Bimbo is a violent one. Like she was obviously siding IVD all through the videos she made at that time. She was siding IVD and was like, Bimbo was the violent one. Bimbo was the one who cried herself. It was not IVD. So she went to the extreme, hoping that the both of them would die in that fire. Sorry, bye. In that fire. But then, unfortunately, she was the one who passed away. So after everything, the families of Bimbo came for Blessing CEO then. And I think she went to prison for for everything she said while siding Bimbo. Suddenly, what we saw online is the both of them, they started having this romance. And before that, I think before then, when all this was happening, maybe I think IVD signed up for this Blessing CEO's therapy section. I think maybe I don't know if I'm right in that aspect. So I think she was his therapist then. Now along the way, while they were, this therapist thing, I think feelings and everything she has done for IVD, maybe because of how she stood up for him when every other person was accusing him of buying bimbo. So I think that gave her a soft landing in his heart. So I think that's how their relationship started. So that's the story I know about their relationship, the
Okay.
background story, sir.
Okay. So from what you're saying right now, they have a Blessing CEO and IVD. They have a client and expert relationship ongoing before they fell in love. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yes, exactly.
All right.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
If we connect what the PDAs that Blessing is doing and everything, if we connect it to the first video that I played, where Blessing threatened that if she comes after any woman's husband, the woman is gonna be 6 feet under and she don't care. Do you think these two might be dating before the bimbo incident?
I think it's just a coincidence, or let me say an happenstance. Blessing CEO in a B2B controversial, she says some things that are not realistic and may not be what she's doing. She just wants to be controversial. Maybe it's for a cruise or cloud chasing. Then I don't think that would be the reality of what's happening now. I don't think so. I don't want to believe so.
Okay.
Sir,
All
that's
right.
my take, sir.
All right, thank you. Thank you for your take. Thanks for that, Tosin. Well, you can leave the studio whenever you want, Tosin. I think your job is done here. Thank you very much. Guys, please help me give shout out to Tosin. Tosin is my blogger and she's doing a fantastic job. All right. I see we have Uncle Emeka and Abby in the studio. Uncle Emeka, what do you think is going on here, sir?
Hello, Real Farm. Welcome, everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
Regarding this post, I would like to give it a shot from this angle, and that is Blessing CEO. I don't know how old that video is, but Blessing CEO is a self proclaimed therapist.
Yeah.
One. Two, she agrees that she thrives on controversy. She has professed it publicly that that is how she makes her money. Because the more controversial the issue is, the more, I believe, the more views she has, which equals to money. I might be wrong, but I don't know how YouTube
Yeah.
calculate their money.
No, that's how it works. That's how it
And
works.
then we have to understand that the internet never forgets. The once you put it out there, it might, as long as the internet is on internet, it will pop up. We have to go back to how did Blessing CEO came about. Her first publicity, if guys remember, was when she went and posted a picture in front of a property somewhere in Lagos, claiming that that is her property, that the massive building. Brother Ben, I'm sure you're aware of this thing I'm talking
I,
about.
I
And
remember
then,
that.
unfortunately for her, the Odogu that has the property flew down from wherever he was, got her arrested. She knelt down in front of the property, apologizing, begging.
Hmm.
That's how she really became popular from that post.
Yeah.
And then I think later she like trying to rebrand herself. In fact, there was a place she had an interview where she says, "Well, I mean, you have to do what you have to do. That the building is not hers." But basically, she was not remorseful after apologizing. Regarding So whatever she's doing or saying on the right now, to me, she's just trying to draw views, and that will be more money to her pocket. Regarding the IVD guy, I don't honestly, I can't say much about him because I'm kind of biased. Anybody that puts their hand on their partner, you have 100% lost my, respect for you. So I can't. Good luck to him. I can't say anything about him. But now, is their love real or not? That's a very good question. Because they might really be attracted to each other and they might be in love, but only time will tell. And whatever happens, we will all witness it on this internet streets.
On this Obasanjo internet. Thank you. You see, Okwemeka, you are even well updated than many of my Niger sister and brother that I know for this abroad. A lot of people now work, they know they get time to follow what's up. Simbi, you want to add
Uncle
anything?
Benno.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I don't know if you remember back then when I was still very much active on TikTok. There were these videos of the late Bimbo, may her soul rest in peace. She was always, they said she does that once in a week or once in a while, depending on when she's expected to do it. You know what you Yorubas call Ebo? Is it Ebo or I don't know if I can.
Sacrifice.
Yes.
Sacrifice.
So she goes to the market, she'll come down from her car and walk barefooted, and then she's giving people money and she's carrying stuff. Social media, people might just see it as skits, or maybe you're just trying to get views and stuff. But there are rumors allegedly that she did all of that to sustain IVD's wealth, to keep him,
Mm-hmm.
um, yes, to sustain his wealth, like to make him continue being wealthy and never go broke, stuff like that. So that's that.
Okay. Yeah. There are a lot of controversy surrounding that their story and all that. But let us hear from Abby. Hey, Abby, mommy, what's up, mama? How you doing? My Abby. Be like say I
Uncle
go.
Ben,
I
Abby's
go
not here. She dropped a
Abby's not here.
message. Said she'll be back.
Oh,
She said she'll be back.
why I couldn't see her for studio? All right, that's good. Okay, let me go back. Adorable is giving us some backstory. Thank you, Adorable. I appreciate
Uncle
that
Ben, do you want
effort.
me to get the video?
Which one?
Um,
The
the one
Bimbo
where I talked
video.
about how walking barefooted.
Okay, send it
Is
now if you have it. But I'm not really interested in whatever she does. That's her own problem.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, basically, I'm sorry. May her soul rest in peace. That is what she does in her marriage, whatever it is. Me, I'm not interested in people carrying neighbor. If you want to support your husband, pray. Do fasting and prayer. I'm not apology to people who believe in all those things. So me personally, I'm not just interested in it. You want to support your wife, you want to support your husband, pray, fast and pray. Once you begin to go carry a ball for somebody, that's your own problem. That is you putting yourself in a position to compete with the spirit. And I'm sorry. That's it for her. Let me just go through what Adorable drop here. Thank you, Adorable. God bless you. We appreciate this, my sister. So Adorable said, Simbi, read the stories. Read the story real quick.
Okay. So Adorable said she started dating IVD as a teenager while IVD was in his 20s. Okay. Then she went ahead to say her family was against it, even had to relocate to Abuja because of Bimbo. But Bimbo still ran. Uncle Ben,
Oh,
I
you
wasn't
miss
done.
it? Okay. Go on.
Bimbo still ran back to him because IVD found a way to contact her. Next one, sir. Her parents had no choice but to give in after she became pregnant. Because things were so tough and Bimbo also wanted to prove a bottom point to her family, she started seeking diabolical means for IVD to be rich. All these were according to the late Bimbo. Once the money started coming in, IVD became promiscuous and Bimbo Bimbo, being a temperamental person, could not take it, and that's where the gbasgbos started. All these were Bimbo's faults before she died.
Okay, good. Thank you, Adorable, for that. Them M5 added this one.
Okay, Mama Five is saying, barely 3 days after Bimbo's death, she came out drumming support for hate and speaking ill of the dead wife.
Oh, wow. Well, you can see how complicated these issues were. Shout out to my brother, man of prestige. Baba, how you day? How your side? I checked on you earlier. I thought you were live, but I later discovered that you did busy on Saturday. You see, Baba, just remember me in your king. Give me more money. I want also like you. So now let's get a couple of things straightened out here, please. You see, this love matter. Simbi, these are the things I was expecting you will even cover in your show. Crazy love. Shout out to my sister Yinka. How are you doing, man? These
Yes,
are
sir.
some of the stories I was expecting you will cover in your show, because I think this falls squarely into the crazy love category. Bimbo apparently developed a crazy love for IVD. Remember one time we had a conversation here and we spoke about um, children bringing husband or boy bringing potential wife to the family, and I mentioned that if my son bring a girl home, or my daughter bring a boy home, like play, I will start questioning the boy just to know more about him. And if I felt like something is not right, I am going to warn my daughter or my son. I know that day it sounds somehow harsh. It's like, oh Ben, why would you think like that? Ben, no, you are prejudging people. You that is prejudice and everything. Listen, in Yoruba, there is this parable that when yash spoil, it become the responsibility of the owner of that yash. Tidi babaje aditolidi. If your son or your daughter brings somebody home, and as an older person, the story is not adding up. Their background is sending all these warning signals to you. Stand your ground. Yes. Warn your daughter or your son. This walk parenting, some people go cry later in life. I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart. I don't have time to lie to people. And like I've always said, this is my personal opinion. Don't take it for it. It's my personal opinion. When you know there is danger, speak up. Speak up. Bimbo don't buy now. I followed that story a little bit then. It was messy. How can a woman set herself on fire in the house? And the story we had, IVDS, what a crap. If it is in a country where we have law and order, this guy will either be in jail by now. You can't explain it. By the way, those of you that follow the story, that house where she burnt herself, the whole house burned down. The complete house burned down. It not burned down, right?
No, it did not burn down. No.
Oh, ooh. And now she and her
And
husband, their house. Yes.
let's call it what it is. Bimbo was not in love with IVD. She was obsessed. That's what people who are obsessed with other people do.
If
They would
actually
rather
yeah.
that's obsession. That's not love. When you love someone, you let them go, even though it hurts. You let them go,
Okay.
and you don't have it in your mind to either hurt yourself or hurt that person. She wanted
Okay.
both of them to buy.
Okay.
That
Uncle
was her aim.
Emeka. Uncle
But
Yeah.
Emeka.
unfortunately, it
Yes.
was just her.
No problem. Uncle Emeka, please. Over to you, sir.
Okay. If we go by if I go by what I read and saw on the internet, I'm prone to believe that IVD's ex Bimbo was suffering from a syndrome. I'm trying to recall the name of that syndrome. But that is a syndrome whereby the abused always go back to the abuser.
Stockholm syndrome.
Yes, Stockholm syndrome. I believe that she was suffering from Stockholm syndrome because there is no way, that she keeps going back. I don't know why she thinks that she'll find peace there. I pray that something like this, never happens to a family member of mine, because to me, the day any man, I don't care who you are, puts his hands on my daughter, that is the day I will go to jail. Somebody is going home in a body bag. I can tell you that right now. I've lived my life. So, and my daughter knows that, and because I was in the military and I worked with the federal government, I have a lot of men in the uniform that are very close. I'm talking very close and intimate friends of mine in the sheriff department and the police department. So I guess in a way it's actually affecting my daughter because she'll be like, look, my dad better not hear about this. But I don't know. That must be the syndrome to me, and I might be wrong. I'm not a therapist, but she fits within that category, and the only thing I abhor is the lack of remorse from this IVD guy. I have never seen a human being that is so unremorseful, and to top it all, you have children together. It's not even as if it's just only two of you. You have children. How do you think in the future that your children will be looking at you, looking at whoever you brought to replace? I can't make any sense out of it. I just can't. That's it.
You're right. You're right, sir. You're right. Abby, we want to add anything before we move on?
Yes, I wanted to say that you're probably going to be shocked at my stance because
Go
it's
ahead.
not usual. But my stance is that I do not believe that it was a DV relationship from one side. I do think that it was a toxic relationship. There's a difference. A toxic relationship would occur when both parties fight each other. It's not one-sided. And in what's her name? IVD's exes, what's her name? Bimbo. In Bimbo's defense, it could be a couple of things. This girl was infatuated with this man. This is a man that she's been with, probably her first, and a lot of failed promises, a lot of manipulation. Yes. But generally, I don't know that it is a VD relationship from one end. Could be, but I would personally rule it out more as toxic, which is why she was also in that mess with him, because that happens. So that's kind of my stance generally. I also wanted to say, because I had to leave briefly when you asked before, I want people to remember that I do believe Blessing CEO was in a relationship with him or had something to do with him prior. Because I don't know if you guys remember when he had the tattoo for a long time before they came out. That was done way early on, after Bimbo passed away. So I don't know, but I think it was more toxic than, one-sided VD. Sorry, DV. Yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you. Welcome, my sister Ice. How you doing, ma? You're welcome to another fantastic show. Yeah, Mama Five, thank you. Mama Five, see, Mama Five, they even helped me fill in the info. Mama Five said they have 5 kids together. 5 children. 5?
Yes, they have 5 children. Yes.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth. 5
Yeah, and she has one. This is a Blessing one.
Jesus. Oh, Jesus. You see, Uncle Emeka,
yes.
I think you and I will share a couple of things in common. Even if you don't say it, I know you are a great dad already. You see me as I did like this, I sing this all the time. I know they take and they play. I'm a very forgiving person. I tolerate a lot of things, even though I be fire. I take a lot of shit. If it's happening to me directly, forget. People take me for granted on so many things. I don't really care. But you see, when your madness begin to reach my children's side,
All bets are off.
hey, Uncle Emeka, I even in the three schools from elementary to middle school to high school that my children are, they are teachers. Everybody they know me. In fact, they know they even mess around them because I will show up. Anything involving my children, here I come. Because these are the people I live for. Now them are the hustle for. Now they are the work for. So when it comes to this issue of DV, Pikin marry, you put hand on the Pikin. Uncle Emeka, I'm with you 100%. Any boy, even I they talk and say, my wife, they tell me, say, hey, babe, stop saying this. They tell my wife, say, look, I only have one speech on my daughter's wedding day. That speech is for me to just look at the husband and say, boy, you see, when you see this girl, you like her, right? You see the product, you feel them. Please, now only one beggar, they beg you. Whatever she do, no put hand on her. No even risk harm. No say, well, I will slap and I apologize. So it won't end well.
Yeah.
My wife will be like, why would you make such statement on your daughter wedding? I say for the guy to know how serious it is. Go ahead.
There is zero for me. It is zero tolerance. There is absolutely no excuse. To put your hands on a woman. It doesn't even have to be your wife, but and it still does happen now. But in Nigeria, in Nigeria, some people believe that they can do anything and get away with it.
Exactly.
And because of the way the country is in terms of you can buy police, you know what I'm saying? So some people will be like, no be money go cost. What thing go happen, make it happen. And that thing incensed. Every time I'm in Nigeria, I mean, I see some behaviors, I'll be like, oh my God, what is this? I say, what is this? But I'll tell them, I'm here with you guys. Whatever will happen, But there are a lot of violent men in Nigeria. Let me use that word. It might be too harsh, but there are a lot of violent, both boys and men. And I've seen wives, going through. There was a very close friend of mine. I have to stop associating with him because I said there was a very close friend of mine in Nigeria. I had to stop associating with him because of his domestic violence issues with it. Because I knew his wife. I knew him for as much as I've known his wife. We were friends in the university. Actually, it was a college sweetheart. I just couldn't comprehend,
Yeah.
But, Nigeria is toxic in its own way too,
Yeah, I know, sir. All right. Let's have a couple of poll. This show is not meant to be very long, unless if we have people who still want to give their take. Then, if I have to go to work because I'm working today, I may have to relinquish my role to Simbi to continue. Thank God we can now host show without me being here physically. But I'm just setting this show up for next week because they are going to reveal a lot of things in that interview. And I know Blessing CEO will dominate the screen next week. Right now, Blessing CEO said they are going to Qatar. They're doing something for Qatar, vacation in Qatar. My instinct is telling me, I have a hunch that they are going to that Qatar to have secret wedding. They cannot hold that wedding in Nigeria. No. I think they are going to Qatar to have a secret wedding. And Blessing is trying to make a big deal out of it. Already, she has been doing what they call it, PDA, with IVD, taking pictures, doing everything. Well, I don't blame her. But We're going to dissect this, and as always, we are going to extract lessons. So, ladies, you can learn. Don't buy yourself for a man. That's one thing I would say. But before we go to the lesson, let's take this quick poll. Here it is, everybody. Welcome, everybody. I see you, my eyes, and other real fam members. You're welcome. Let us take this poll quick. Here, Simbi have already changed all the studio avatar to herself. I just say how they talk now. Simbi, this thing they work. Simbi, Oga, Obirin. Anyway, guys, so let's take this poll. Do you think Blessing was dating IVD while he was married to Bimbo? Welcome, Misty. Misty, you have been missing in action. Oh, what's going on, my beautiful sister? Guys, let's take this poll. If you think IVD and Blessing, they have been dating secretly before Bimbo pied, drop 1. If you think no, they were not dating, drop 2. If you don't know, drop a 3. Let's take this poll real quick. All right, let's go. Drop 1 if you think they are dating before Bimbo pied. Drop a 2 if you think everything happens after Bimbo's demise. All right, let's go. I'm asking that question because when I played that first video where Blessing is saying, if I come after your man, you are going to be 6 feet underground. I'm Ogbanji. I watched that video over and over again. And then when I now look at everything Blessing has been doing after she connect with IVD, I saw something. I don't know if anybody noticed it, but this is my fear. I grew up in Nigeria. I've stayed around people who are diabolical. Yes, juju is real. I've seen people who capture a man with juju, and I've seen men who capture women with oka ring, and I see how they behave. And something is not just right within these two. Something is not right. I wish them good luck. It's their life, but just to extract the lesson, something is not right. The way Blessing is acting and the way IVD is acting, something is not just making sense. Something is not right. Now, when I see people who throw what should be hidden in the public arena, I question their motive. And that's why I don't know this guy, this IVD guy. I don't know him. I don't know what happened. My only issue with him was, first off, how did your wife died? By setting herself on fire. What were you doing when that incident happened? How come you came out unscattered? Not a single burn, nothing. What effort did you made when the fire was ongoing? If somebody set themselves on fire and you are there is high chances that person will not buy. You know why? If somebody set themselves on fire and you start making move to rescue them, they might end up with maybe 3rd-degree burn or something. They might end up with maybe a lot of skin damages, but their life good day if you really make attempt to save them. So I don't know this guy, to be honest, but something is not just right. Even if you and your wife are fighting, you people now they fight like mad. That's why I was shocked when Mom of 5 said they have 5 kids together. Even if the woman is your enemy, everything, you can't be there. That woman set herself on fire and no attempt was made to rescue her. Yes.
can I just say that there's no evidence that she's the one that set herself on fire as well, by the way.
Exactly.
We're only just going to take people's word for it. So to go in line with the idea of ABUSC, it's also possible that she was set on fire. But I just wanted to put that out there. That it's an assumption.
I don't want to say it, make it no be like say, Uncle Ben. But anybody where they read novels, if you read a lot of detective novels, thank God we have Uncle Emeka here. Uncle Emeka, with what I'm saying, am I making sense or not? I don't want to say maybe this guy probably. Sometimes there are ways you can unlife somebody and set them on fire. It's just the two of you. You know? So it just don't add up. Even if you are living with your enemy, there is no way the person go set himself on fire and you will not make effort to save the person. By the time people come and see you save, people go see say, wow, this guy really tried. I don't understand. Uncle Emeka, please, you are a law enforcement officer.
You're talking about novels. Even James Hadley Chase no fit write this kind of. for those of us who are the old school, because
yes, me too. I read a lot of James Hadley Chase. In fact, most of the novels that I read, they are detective novels, and I enjoy it because it taxes your brain.
It does.
You know,
when I first moved,
help me, please.
When I first moved here, I was looking for all those houses where James Hadley Chase described in his novel. I don't see anyone. But to answer your question, that's what I meant when I said that. Even if, let's just say, okay, that she accidentally fell into the fire as they claim, right? But you don't even have any remorse to that, because that falling by her, what caused it? You were there when it was happening. I just don't know how he was able to get free from that whole incident. Like I said, in Nigeria, money talks, and I am not particularly a fan of IVD, and I don't think I will ever be, because of the situation he left his children. I can guarantee you that these children won't, even if they don't say anything. Children don't forget. They do not forget. Even if you don't have even if it's like they're respecting him now, eventually when they grow up to be teenagers and adults, they will never forget that you are the one that buy their mom. There's no defense, so good luck to Blessing and him, and Blessing herself is also confessed that she came from an abusive relationship, and that was why she left her husband. So I don't know what the how do they say that opposites attracts, or I don't know what the attraction is at all, but we'll see. We're here on this internet street.
Okay. And thank you, Uncle Emeka, for that. And another thing is this, Abby, if you can help me explain this. Those your gender that are sharing Blessing CEO on, are they human? My brother Ima, how you doing, sir? Let me take this comment for Ima real quick. Simbi, can you take this comment from Uncle Ima?
Okay. Uncle Ma, hi, welcome. He said, it's sad. Five kids will have to go through life with this trauma.
This trauma. Exactly. Let me make it make sense. So I'm rounding up now, unless if you guys still want to continue. For me, I'm done. We're gonna see we will have a lot of show next week about this IVD and Blessing CEO. But Auntie Grace is here too. So, but let me start with Abby. Abby, walk me through how your gender minds work. How can people share these two on, especially women? Please, Abby.
Uncle Beno, I don't know, because I don't think like that, so I can't relate. However, I think that I have come to the conclusion that sometimes a lot of people are actually abnormal, and a lot of people will continue to shy away from accountability. The reality is that we're actually part of a society that cheers women on for, in quotes, stealing other people's men and saying, well, it takes two to tango. When in reality, yes, while it takes two to tango, at what point would you say that someone is an accomplice to bad behavior? You know, it doesn't have to be a crime, but it's bad behavior. For example, to even expatiate on what Uncle Emeka said, that whole
Yeah.
situation where you have 5 young children, please let's not get it wrong. It's not like these children are in their 20s or in their 30s. They are young children. So there's a lot of things that they can't even process. So you're
Yeah.
leaving 5 young children. You're with a woman who is okay with having a public relationship where she has constantly spoken down on their mom that is no more. Please explain that to me. Even from the standpoint of a man, how can you convince yourself that that is a good person? Because in my opinion, if you're going to remarry somebody, at the very least, they should care about your children, right? From previous relationships. That's how you know that that's someone that you should be spending your life with. You can't have children and be with someone who doesn't respect your children. So this is someone that constantly talks down on their mom, saying that she was obsessed, saying that she was this and that. Like I said, for me, there's a certain level that DV or any sort of, I personally don't think I think it's more mental and emotional abuse than it is physical, in my opinion. Because like I said, if a woman has been with a man since she was 19, giving her tuition fees to the man, her family reported this and all of that stuff, that person is under bondage emotionally and mentally, is
Yeah.
way past physical abuse. So whether or not she set herself on fire or set the house on fire, she has gone to a point where she feels like she has nothing else to give. She's lost everything, if that is even the truth. And not it's only someone that has been through a lot of emotional and mental manipulation that would get to that point. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. So
It
even
makes
if
a lot of sense.
even if they want to deny the physical aspect of things, it has got to that level of toxicity because she doesn't feel like she has anything else for her. She has lived for this man. So, of course, she was going to do that, assuming it is true. But I don't even think that that is true. Anyway, I say this to conclude. A lot of women are badly behaved. A lot of women are, I mean, we're on, should I say, in an era where people praise women for
Yeah.
sleeping with other people's husbands for money and having sugar daddies and stuff like that. So it's not that far off from this behavior. That's why you would say, well, it's okay for him to move on. It's okay for him and yes, it is okay for him to move on. But at what point are you emotionally intelligent about what you're doing? You have young children. What is the point? It's the same thing I said about Two-Face. What is the point of being in a public relationship? What's the point? What's the point? I don't see the point. You're not a baby. What's the point of all of this show you're showing on social media? So people are badly behaved. That's what I'm going to say. But I can't explain to you. I don't think it's a woman thing. I can't explain to you from a woman's standpoint because it is nonsense regardless. It's nonsense.
All right. I will still come back to you.
Abby, you know what? You know why some of our men here hold on or try to have a close relationship with their children? Because there are consequences. Unlike in Nigeria, a lot of well, I'm not going to say a lot, but some men, they basically don't care what the children, how they feel, because they believe that children should be in their place, they're not supposed to talk. But what they don't understand or forget is that these children see things. Just because they don't say anything doesn't mean they are not saying it. I have another friend of mine that he wasn't really abusive to their mother. Three girls. He's well-to-do. He had his own advertising company and sent the children to all the 3 children went to school in UK. As we speak today, he doesn't have a relationship with them because one day they confronted him. This is blah, blah, blah that you did to our mom. And then when he complained to me, he said, oh, is their mom that is feed? I said, no. How can their mom feed a 30-year-old lady? What do you mean is their mom? I said, everything you did, your children saw it. They just now reacting to it. You know,
Exactly.
a lot of people, Nigerians, they feel that that I know, it's like they claim that that I'm spoiling my children, and I'm like, okay, so be it. I said, so be it.
Those in Nigeria say you are spoiling your children.
And I don't hide it. As I'm talking to you right now, I have a will. And my children knows my will. My 2 properties, one goes to the boy, this one that I'm staying in goes to the girl. These are the only 2 children I have. I have written my will. They know where it is. On the day that I stop breathing, they know where all the documents are. They know my lawyer. The only thing they don't know is what is in my bank account. before they buy me before my time. But, I don't know. I really don't know how some people, feel about their children. I just can't wrap my head around it, But the thing is that do you know that if you are doing a good job, right? You sleep better at night. You don't have to worry about what people are saying.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Thank you.
It's very unfortunate.
Thank you. Auntie Grace, welcome, ma. Auntie Grace, what can you help us add to this? Because we are just prepping. We will still go deep into what's really going on. But for now, ma, what can you add to this, ma?
Yes, good evening, Uncle Ben. Good evening, Abi, Simbi, Uncle Emeka. Yeah, I heard you talking about going to work. I wouldn't like to take much of your time.
No, ma.
I just
We have to extend it. I will just hand it over to Simbi and then rejoin you guys later. But let's
all right, thank you. Yeah. I think, like Abe said, these are 2 adults really behaving badly. The marriage was toxic. Bimbo was, I don't know if it was love or she was just infatuated with IVD. And being that was the only man that she knew, she went to the extreme, doing what she needed to sustain IVD, having to do all the kind of thing that she was accused of doing, going spiritual and all that to make IVD. IVD was lazy in the marriage. It was actually Bimbo that was sustaining the marriage. And at the end of it, because of the abuse, because he was not being appreciated, I really don't know why she had to stay on. Maybe she wanted to prove the parent wrong because the parent didn't want the marriage. The effort that the parent put in to take her away from IVD, she wanted to prove them wrong. Okay, this my husband is going to work. And then she keep making children to the extent that she was having 5 children. We don't know if she was the one who actually set the house ablaze, whatever it was. IVD was there. IVD, I think, kind of ended the fire. You want to die? I will help you to die because it was no longer marriage. IVD never actually loved him. IVD can even lock the door and say, die there until you set the fire. You started the fire. We locked her in.
YouTube, just say Paima, please.
Yeah. We maybe wanted that to buy, and then we lock the door so that you will actually benefit from what you started. If actually she did, we cannot actually say she did. Another thing I wanted to say, because you did ask a question, if Blessing CEO was saying IVD when Bimbo was still with us.
Yeah.
I want to say I'm not sure because I voted 3. I'm not sure. Maybe when Blessing saw the controversy surrounding the buying of the woman, he saw that man as being vulnerable, and she decided to prey on him and said, I'm going to work on this, I'm going to have him. From the onset, when the marriage was very rocky, I think Blessing had eyes on IVD. And when it happened, she started defending him. She started working, emotionally was working in him, supporting him, doing everything to make sure that he win IVD to himself when everybody was against him.
Yeah.
And he did all of those. And then IVD started attending his caricature therapy, wherever. And then it got hold of IVD. If Blessing CEO is somebody with a conscience, with the circumstances surrounding the buying of this woman, this is not something you would have even put your hand in. But because she doesn't have a conscience, like she said, she's controversial in herself. If she wants it, she will go to any length to get it. That is exactly what she's getting. And IVD has also found somebody that is closely closing the gap of Bimbo. Bimbo was seeing a spiritualist for him, and Blessing is into that. Like this video that you played today, if you finish up the video, at the end of that video, Blessing was like, let us pray, and was praying in Jesus' name. After he said his Ogbanji, I saw the video earlier on, and I think I commented, I said, Blessing, you say you're Ogbanji, you are praying in the name of Jesus. What is the relationship between Ogbanji and Jesus Christ? I think I commented on that video.
Oh my God.
So Blessing has no conscience, and he saw the vulnerability of a man who was also stupid, and then he capitalized on it. I wouldn't say he was going out with him when Bimbo was there, but she was just on the side looking, and then jumped into it and capitalized on that vulnerability, and then walked to him. And IVD also see somebody who was occupying that space, somebody that was doing this voodoo for her, and then somebody else has taken that space. I think they suited themselves. But I did say it in the backstage. I said she will make a match. And IVD will do to her exactly the same thing that he did to that he did to the late wife. Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie Grace. All right, Auntie Grace, you have already broken everything down. I think we have to close the show here. Just one more minute as we round up because I have to leave. What advice do we have for ladies out there? For me, it's simple. When you want to marry somebody and your parents are against it, take a couple of minutes, take some days, some weeks to think about your parent concern. What do they see in that person that you don't see? What is it that you don't see that your parents are seeing? Before you say, don't worry, baby, we will do it together. Forget my parent. They don't like Igbo, they don't like Yoruba. Remember the saying, what an old man or woman will see sitting down. Even if you are 6 feet 11 tall, you may not see it. 2, people fell in love, especially women. I see some people said Bimbo had the infatuation for IVD. Is lost. You are true. It's true. That's what we saw. That's what you saw as an outsider. But a woman who believes she's in love will not see it as infatuation. I don't know if you agree with me or not. But a woman who believes she's in love, when women are in love, they don't see their shortcomings. And that is where I will just give my last take again, my third take from this whole situation. I want to address my Yoruba sisters. Yes, I know say this one go tough small, but process it. Yoruba ladies, women, they fall in love like Black American women. I'll say that again. Our Yoruba sisters, they fall in love like Black American women. When Yoruba ladies fall in love, you will need a caterpillar and a very strong wire to pull them out of that love.
Really? I didn't know that.
Ooh, sir. I'm a Yoruba man from Ondo State and I grew up in Lagos. That's Yoruba for you. When they love you, oh my God, you can use their head. I'm telling you. You see, generally, people do look at us Yoruba and say, Yoruba people, they know wise. They know wise. Nobody say we know wise. It's because Yoruba people are trusting. Yoruba people, when we just believe, we believe. It's easy to lie to a Yoruba person. Not all of them now. Many don't suggest, but mainly our girls, Yoruba girls, it's so easy to lie to them. So think about what I said. Don't let them verse you. If he verse you, think again. And you see how it plays out. If you see 100 Yoruba baby mama, they never believe they're gonna be baby mama until they become baby mama. You know why? They are always in love with the guy. They go throw everything with the guy. And when they love, they don't see red flags. Feel so bad. I know it's hard. They will definitely come for me for this. They Akube, why you throw Yoruba under the bus? I'm not throwing you under the bus. I'm just telling you to think twice.
Brother Ben, a lot of our sisters are not agreeing with you.
No, they would. Why would they agree now? The day easy to agree, but now person when they look from afar, now you know what's up.
Okay,
that's what I would tell you. Look, this is not. I'm not saying Yoruba ladies are not smart. Don't get me wrong. Yorubas are super smart, educated, they soji, and they are very, very. In fact, you don't dare them, then they full grand. But as a Yoruba person, they tell you right now how are people they reason. If you date a Yoruba girl and somehow you were able to convince her to fall in love with you, when Yoruba girl love you, they hardly what they call this thing, when you want to double check somebody, you get grandma when they take talk, I don't forget her now. When you tell them something, they will just take your word for it. If they love you, they are like that. Yorubas are like that. And that is why many of them don't see danger until it is too late. So I'm just saying it. I know it's harsh. I can praise Yoruba and say, no, Yoruba, but we see the results out there. That is why when you marry a Yoruba woman and you truly love that woman, when the woman says she gets your back, she gets your back. Yoruba woman can go climb mountain. If they tell you, say, Pastor, they're on top mountain, he go pray. When this pastor pray for your husband go blow. Yoruba woman will go climb that mountain. I mean, Yoruba, you won't get it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I just watched the movie 2 days ago by Tony Abraham called The Fourth Generation. And the lady has to do something to support her husband. They went to an alpha. It's a good movie, though, but it buttresses the point you're making about that the Yoruba woman will go to any length to.
I'm telling you, they can't see. They can see. If anyone get to see this video now, they would diverse for me self say this guy is stupid. Why would you say? But I'm telling you, I'm a Yoruba man. I have my daughter, my 17 years old daughter. She carried that same heart right now. She's a very loving girl. She cares. I've lost count of how many times my daughter don't collect money for my hand just to buy things for her friends at school. If they go out something, they are struggling everything. She go text me now. Dad, can you give me $20? Dad, I'm just hungry. I know she's not hungry. I know. I've been telling my wife now, babe, you have to open your eye. It be like say my daughter don't go carry my mama heart. So please, I'm saying this for you to check yourself. Sometimes when your man is moving somehow as a Yoruba woman, start listening to people around you. Men, some men are dangerous. The most dangerous man, I pray you never fall into their hand, is a man that fell out of love with you. And this goes to all Nigerian ladies, not just Yoruba now. I pray you don't find yourself in a position whereby a man has already fell out of love with you. He has left you, but you thought you guys are still together. That is one of the most dangerous things that can happen to any woman in this world. Some men have left marriages 3, 4, 5 years before the divorce happened. But you don't know, because women, especially my African sisters, they believe say they be holy. Now them holy pass for this one. Now them be Jesus Christ incarnate. They don't know when to strike. I'm sorry. Many of you, my sister, you are like that. You don't know when to strike. Your man, you will be moving mad already. You will still be saying, God will do it. Let me keep praying. Me, I no freaking send. The moment your man begin move mad, you say move crazy. Honestly, that's why I kept saying, if I'm coming to this world again, I still want to marry the same wife where I get now. Because I get crazy. When I they move crazy, when they reach one stage, my wife said, go begin, she go begin move south. Nobody they tell me before they look say, oh, more. You be like, say, I don't pass my boundary. This is where this woman don't begin the spark now, you know? Be smart as a woman. You see danger. Wake up. When you are married, let me tell you this, and then I will let my panelists round it up for us. When you are in a marriage, the moment you are married, people don't remove their hand for your matter. It's now left with you and your husband to face life alone. And for those of you who don't know, here is how you will know that a man is already moving away. When you are beginning to increase your effort to get him to appreciate you, to get him to do things with you, you have to put in more effort. When you know everything, you are going over and beyond to get this man to do things that he used to do willingly before, easily, with no stress. When it becomes that you have to beg for attention, beg for support, beg for provision. When you start having that feeling that you are invisible, it's almost as if this man don't see me. The man know they see me again. I'm the one who is making effort for him to even see that I am right here. Auntie, that's when you should know that guy has left. He's just there for whatever he's getting from you. Imagine this dude now. A woman give you 5 kids, 5 children, and you were there. You say she set herself ablaze. Then see better family take do am. That's why they talk. Say some things you no need gra, not even Nigeria police. Some things you handle it codedly. Easy. Me, I dey talk my own. I'm not your regular Christian. I am a Christian that follow the law of Moses. You carry stone me, I take cutlass, remove your neck. Case close. I know they do, they say, let us pray. I don't do that bullshit. So please, that's my final take. My Yoruba sisters, I love you. Don't take it the negative way. I just said it that way so that you begin to check yourself. I've seen a lot of Yoruba sisters suffer in this thing called marriages just because a man is taking advantage of their pure heart. I've seen it. Go to Lagos now. You see a lot of young Yoruba girls with children here. Do you think they are fools? They are not fools. They are very educated Yoruba girls. Beautiful. Now you go to ask yourself, how did they make these mistakes? But it's not far-fetched. It's because of that simple thing. When they love like black American ladies. They go put their head, their neck, their everything. That's why you can see Bimbo go carry Ebolo, go carry sacrifice for man. Yoruba women will go to any length. Yes, if to say Igbo, I can say, but I've seen some Igbo does, but I really don't know much. But I'm talking about my own people. So in case, if you have a Yoruba wife, when she tells you she loves you, just know she truly loves you. But don't take advantage of her because it won't end well. Thank you. See, Uncle Emeka, Auntie Grace, your final take, Jarima, carry my bungalow head, come off for ye. Go to the bomb, piss me off.
Yeah, brother Ben. Thank you, everybody. And from your intro, this is kind of a preview to what will happen after Monday. So there will be a lot of discussion on this issue.
Exactly.
But I will advise my sisters, please don't ever find yourself in a domestic violence situation and then stay there. It never ends well. It just never ends well. I pray it doesn't happen to any of us. Thank
Amen.
you guys. Yeah.
Thank you, Okwemeka. Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir, for always spending your time with us. We appreciate you, sir. Bye.
Thank you. Good.
I want to help give our Zaddy flowers. Thank you, sir. All right, Auntie Grace, your final take. Me and Abby go end. Your final take, ma.
Yeah, I think my final take will be like you said, I don't think this is just applicable to only Yoruba women. There are people who, when they love crazily. It can happen to anybody, it can happen to any woman. If you find yourself in that situation, please listen to your parents who are watching from behind the scene because they might be seeing what you are not seeing. But if you say you are lovely blind and you went into it and it continue, please don't remain there until you buy. Still come out, because when you are going to the market, you look for someone, or you go into war, you look for someone to do baby school run for you, who will bring my children. You do all sorts. But when you are 6 feet below, you no longer remember those children. It's when you are still here with us that you can look after yourself, you can think about your children. Please, when you by mistake you get in there and it's not working, just come out. Just come out. That is my appeal to our sisters. Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie Grace. God bless you, man, for that wisdom. Thank you. I will see you guys tomorrow, Auntie Grace. Our basketball go continue for backstage. Thank you, man. All right, let me end this with Abby. Abby is my beautiful Yoruba sister. And then I will read my sister Yinka's take, and I'll be out of here before you know it. Abby, your last take.
No. So I just wanted to say, I've said it before, maybe you don't remember.
Wait, Abby, say you know verse for my rant, because I don't rant now. People
No,
don't.
I won't. I'm actually backing you.
Okay.
Let me just say this now, that my mom was Igbo.
Okay.
And the only Nigerian language that I speak and understand is Igbo. However, my name is Abiola Ogunsoya. So let's just get that straight. So I feel like I have a balance of both. You know what? You know how it is when the mom is Igbo, chances that it gets closer to the Igbo culture and all of that stuff. And what I'm going to say here is I'm going to back everybody else and say that empathy, love, pouring into someone has nothing to do with tribe. Anyone can be, anyone can love deeply. However, I think a lot of that has to do with orientation.
Absolutely.
I believe that there's a lot of Igbo women. Igbo women are taught to be somewhere, be with a man for stability for the most part. Yoruba women, we don't have that core value of stability. It's just a case of, you know what, I love him, maybe he can provide. But the average Igbo woman is taught to be with a man for stability. That says a lot. So a lot of times you find that Igbo women are thinking, they're using their head and their heart. In fact, my mom particularly taught me, my mom is an Igbo woman, remember. My mom taught me that how you know you should be marrying a man is when your heart and your head aligns. That is my mom's take on love. You cannot just go into love with just your heart. You cannot go into marriage rather with just your head. You need to go with both. Both need to align. It makes sense and I love them. I can grow with them, etc. So I think, Uncle Beno, a big part of that Yoruba Igbo thing, which is a very broad, we can bring us all sorts of angles, but I would say a very big part of that is that there's orientation. Igbo women are taught to marry or be in love with a man for stability. So that's what I wanted to say about that.
Okay.
And then the second thing you asked for is conclusion, right? On
Yeah. Yeah.
advice to women.
Take. Yeah.
I would say my opinion is, as a woman, I think you need to put yourself in a position where you have a lot more going for yourself outside of a man. I've always said that the way they say men should work hard and have money before they get married, my opinion is that women should work hard and also have money before they get married. There's nothing wrong with buying your own property as a single woman while you wait for the right one. There's nothing wrong with building your savings. There's nothing wrong with investments. As long as you have men around you, dad, uncles, reach out to them if you're worried about taking certain risk where investment is concerned. I say this to say that as a woman, if you have much more going for you, there's a very high chance that you would know yourself. You would have high self-esteem, right? If you have much more going for you, if you have friends, don't abandon your friends when you get boyfriends. I have friends that when they are in relationship, you will know. You will never hear from them because everything is my man, my man, my man. My point is, if you have other support system, it's true. I have friends like that. And then when he spoils, they will not come and look for you. I say this to say
My man.
when you have friends, when you have other friends, when you have other people that you do stuff with, it's easy for you to move on. It's easy for you to know, to know yourself, to know your worth, right? To know your value. So that's what I'm going to say. Please do much more than your man. Go out, have your own hobbies. It's nice for you to have hobbies that you share with your man, but have hobbies that you share by yourself or with your other friends or with your siblings or whatever, right? Let everything that you do not be about your man. That way you will have a real sense of self. You will have something going on outside of the man. I don't care how rich a man is. I don't care. I think as a woman, you need to have your own. You need to do something. It doesn't have to be a lot, but you need that sense of self so that your self-esteem stays intact.
Yeah.
Thank you,
sister.
sir.
Thank you, my Abby. I really enjoy your take right there. Omo Igbo Yoruba. All right, Abby. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye, Mama. Simbi, are you still here? Or network don't kick you out? I'm not sure say Simbi there. Simbi no talk since. Okay, I don't think Simbi is here anymore. Network don't pursue that girl. All right. Please, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I apologize if my rant hit a chord, but like I've always said, as an uncle, I'm not to pacify you. I'm supposed to tell you things how I see it. And when the time comes, you will remember me for saying it. There is this guy in America that at least 90% of Black American women, they don't like him at all. He's late now. His name is Kevin Samuel. When Kevin Samuel was alive, people was kind of going mad on him. He said this, a narcissistic, it's a blah, 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 blah. Just because Kevin Samuel will call things out the way he feels, and he will be unapologetic about it. But guess what? After the man died, Black Americans, white Americans, they are still watching his videos now because it was the reality of the situation that I was telling them. Yes, what I said about Yorubas falling in love head over heels, it might sound tribalistic, but there is a reason I put it that way. I am sending a message to our Yoruba sisters, and it's because this thing happened to Bimbo, who happened to be a Yoruba girl. And I pointed it out because it still happened even till now. Many Yoruba sisters, they don't have a heart, a wicked heart, or a heart where they can draw the line on some things. That's why I put it that way. So if it come off as, oh, Ben, why you say this? You for just say Nigeria generally, is because I want the message to hit home. Yorubas are not alone in that thing. And like many of my sisters put it in the chat, a lot of women, generally African Nigerian women, when they fall in love, they fell in love with Otikparini and nothing you feel do, they know they hear nothing. Until when alarm blow, when it don't cast before their eye go open. But the reason I'm emphasizing Yoruba is because Yorubas are raised to be respectful, just like many other tribes in Nigeria. But our own respect, you get kileg. Yorubas are raised to believe in God. We over believe. Yorubas are taught not to take revenge, and people are taking advantage of that every day. But life evolves, life changes. Things don't change. You have to change, my sister. In fact, even in the matter of love, where we are right now, love somebody when they love you. Forget about the love the moment it doesn't make no sense anymore. And that's why I gave you that small clue. If you are in love with anybody, either your husband, your wife, irrespective of their tribe or race, when the things they used to do before or things you used to get them to do with minimum effort, when it now requires so much effort on your part to get them to do it, start thinking about yourself. I've told you guys here as Uncle Beno, I said in every situation, I put myself first. Don't blame me. I have a rough past. And those are some of the things I learned from my rough past. In every situation, I put myself first. If me and you find ourselves inside ship, Titanic, if they sink, I go save myself first before you. I'm sorry. If I go come save you, now I be say I don't guarantee of my own safety first. It sounds selfish, right? People who are selfish, they don't get cheated on. People who are selfish, they don't get bad treatment like that. People who are selfish, they are the one who are making money. People who are selfish, they are the one who are enjoying good things in life. Check them out now. So, in every situation, put yourself first. When it comes to marriage, I'll pray for you all again. May you not marry the wrong person in Jesus' name. May you not say, I do to somebody who will fall out or who will fall out of love with you after 2-3 years. May it not be your portion in Jesus' name. You don't know what it means. May you not be in love with a man that no longer loves you. May you not fall in love with a man that is in love with someone else. You don't know how this thing feels. Think about it deeply. When a man fell out of love with you, it's so easy. Even if your head, they say your enemy get accident, they rush you go hospital. You say, hey, let me finish this thing I'm doing. I will check on her later. May you not fall in love with a man who has moved on and don't give a shit about you. If you listen to me, it help. Always put yourself first. Yes, thank you, Sister Oshe. May we not marry our enemy. That's the worst thing that can happen to anybody, whether you be man or woman. May you not fall in love with somebody that you can't see their heart. You don't know that they're already gone. That's what's happening now. Blessing CEO is all over social media now, throwing IVD on everybody's face. 5 children without a mom. The ex-wife died mysteriously. Blessing CEO is happy, jumping here and there. And people are sharing, she wear wedding gown, they parade, they carry camera. Blessing. Oh. What is all about that? Again, let me tell you, my sister, always put yourself first. When alarm blow, now you and your family, and I go bear the pain. Now Bimbo family, now they bear the loss now. Every video Blessing CEO push out there showing her an IVD, that is a slap on Bimbo's family's face. I love him. So much she love him. Well, I said something here one time. If If I want somebody, say, no marry this person, no marry this person, this thing no clear. You say, duh, we're in love. I want about any bad people. Go ahead. I go come take prayer, follow you, say, God, I beg you. As I release this person, help me protect and wash them. Oh. God, I beg. Make wetin I suspect, make it no happen in Jesus' name. Oh. But if it happen, go ask my family people, they know me. Shit. If that thing where we warn you, where you know here, if it happen, they go the judge, they tell say, how can we help? How can we? I go buy ice cream, they leak. And so my heart just be more than no verse. Because even if they find a way to get me involved in how to rescue you, they do that thing, they regret, they lament, they vex. You know why? Because that is an avoidable mistake. But now you know here. You know here. Tidi babaje aditolidi in Yoruba language. You say if yash spoil, na person wey get yash, na him go carry am. You go the trust man. Go the trust man. My gender is wicked. I know say women bad too, but my gender, if we fall out of love with you, in fact, just pray to God, say, may we tell you, say, babe, I'm not doing it again. You are safe. But if we fell out of love with you and we continue to pretend we are in love with you, that is when you are in bigger danger. I cover an event one time. There is this thing we do when we are covering big event. We go do rounds. Round is when we move from table to table, capturing the guests and everything. I was moving around. Big event. I reached one table. The women, they were like, I think it was a special seat. It's like 6 people on each round table. When I reached that table, if they see this video, now they go soji. The two women, there are 2 women on that same table. Wife and mistress. Wife no say, now your husband mistress, 9 day opposite table from her. In a party. I know the husband. I know the story. I know everything. I'm not going to mention the city where it happened. I no suspect. But carry the thing like this. When I publish the video, husband see him, husband call me. If they beg me, he say, make I edit that part out of the video. I say, lie, I no go edit. He beg me. Until he pay me money. Pay me $200 for me to go back to cut that part out of the video and then republish it online again. Nobody knew what was going on. I'm just telling you this story for a reason. A man that fell out of love with you, that is dating someone else, is a dangerous man. When a man fall out of love with you and you are still chasing that man, chasing him, you are risking your life, you are risking everything. Because at that time, when the man don't fall out of love with you, the man is already seeing you as a burden, as a surplus to requirement in his life. Wake up. Oh. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Know when to walk away. I love you. Love no be by force. Love no be by force. Things, they happen. You not walk in the midst of enemies. Right now in Nigeria, many best friends, both men and women, they know the person where your husband or your wife they mess with. Even in your church, those choirs, you know what's up. Your ushers, you know what's up. Your pastor, you know what's up. Put yourself first. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you in the next one. If we have time to go live tomorrow, fine. If we don't go live tomorrow, by Monday, We shall see. Apology to everybody. And I pray, I pray God watch over all of us. But as for Blessing CEO, as I dey comot now, as for Blessing CEO, make I show now waiting I get for Blessing CEO.
Kasongo ye Mombali nanga Kasongo mbona wewo Songa libala Ugo ye Kasongo mbona wewo Mombali nanga Kasongo ye Mombali nanga Kasongo mbona wewo Songa libala Ugo ye Kasongo mbona wewo Mombali nanga Kasongo ye Mombali nanga Kasongo mbona wewo Songa libala Ugo ye Kasongo mbona wewo Mombali.
Thank you, everybody. That's my message to Blessing CEO. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless you all, real fam. Have a fantastic weekend.